the member for Warringah. The question is that the motion be agreed to, and I call the member for Macquarie.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. I'm very pleased to speak about an issue that is close to the heart of those who live in densely urban areas, but equally close to the heart of people who live in the more rural, regional and peri-urban community that I represent at Macquarie. There has been a decade of a lack of action on these matters, and the member for North Sydney is absolutely right to raise these things as key issues. It's something that we are very focused on, getting better energy performance that will put downward pressure on emissions and energy bills, and making sure that there is a plan to deliver better energy performance for homes and businesses. Both these things are key. But where are we right now? Well, right now we're ranked at the bottom of the list for energy efficiency when it comes to housing. Of the top 25 countries for overall energy consumption, Australia ranks 18th for efficiency, or the amount of unnecessary wasted energy, lagging behind economies like Mexico, Turkey, India and Indonesia. Now, as our Assistant Minister, Senator Jenny McAllister says, we want to make every watt count. And I really couldn't put it better than that. Every bit of energy matters. I have the dubious honour of having a very highly efficient, energy-efficient house thanks to a bushfire. Because when my house burnt down in a bushfire in 2013, in the rebuilding we were able to do some things that we weren't able to do when we first built that house in 1990. And I've seen the benefits of having thicker windows. Now, mine weren't actually choice. Mine were mandated under the bushfire building codes. But the skyscraper windows that I have do create a much more energy-efficient environment for us. So I've lived those benefits. I'm not going to recommend that as a pathway for other people to enjoy greater energy efficiency by any means. But it certainly means that I would like to see that open to a whole lot of other people to do retrofitting, or, more to the point, when we're building places, to be able to build things that are more efficient. And one of my local community builders, Blue Eco Homes, is leading the country in building passive homes, which have improved fresh air. They're great for people with health problems, including asthma. They have carbon zero status. They have a reduced carbon footprint because they're using less energy, they're using sustainable materials, they're doing waste management on site, energy efficient appliances and water efficient tapware. And Joe and Merrillese have been recognised across the country for the work that they're doing. And it's no surprise to me that the Blue Mountains, somewhere that values the climate, we value our environment and we want to make things better, that they are really leading by acting on this. They were most recently winners of the HIA New South Wales Region Green Smart Sustainable Home. So we know it's possible, and the challenge is to make it commonplace, to make it widespread. Last year we were able to do some significant things with state governments. One in August was to agree to raise the minimum energy efficiency standards for new homes by updating the National Construction Code. Now, that's a really practical, tangible thing to do. It means that the new whole-of-home annual energy use applicable to the home's heating and cooling equipment, the hot water systems, lighting, swimming pool and spa pumps and on-site renewable energy systems is going to be introduced. It comes in for most states by October this year, and that will make homes more comfortable, help households with the cost of living pressures and support our transition to net zero. So that's one really tangible example of the work that this government is doing. In addition, we've got the National Energy Performance Strategy. Now, it is frustrating that we're talking about this now in 2023, when things could have happened a decade ago, but we are really working hard to catch up that lost time. And the $15 million investment over 4 years to provide a framework for that demand-side action is going to have a long-term result, but it's going to be a long-term effort to do it. I think there's so much agreement in this chamber that we want to see emissions down, We need to support families. Our community batteries will do that. Our 85 solar banks, our solar gardens that will roll out will help people who might not be able to have batteries themselves. That's the sort of initiative that we'll be continuing to bring to this parliament.